Hey, what is up, everybody? It's Razor with some Dark Souls 2. This is going to be a little bit different than the other ones because this is post-commentary. Yeah, just post-commentary. Tell me if you guys like it. Do you like this versus live com? Doing this, I can kind of... I know more what I want to talk about, but live com, you get reactions in it. I guess it's up to personal preference of me since I'm the one who's doing it, but let me know what do you guys like better, or I can... If you guys really don't care either way, I can just do both. But yeah, this really isn't a super productive episode. I'm just going back and I'm killing the Black Knights, the two of which we have encountered. There are more than that in the game, but the ones that we have encountered so far, I go and I kill them, and I get their items, which one of them I do get a really good drop, which I got the first time I played the game, and it was one of the weapons that I used when I first went through the game. Probably won't be using it, though, because it's not... I think I'm just going to stick to the Zweelander. But I might use it just for fun. But yeah, so right up here we're going to where we saw the iron boar on the way to the gargoyles. And just going to clear out this area a little bit. And I'm going to go up on that tower and we're going to fight the Dark Knight. Of the Dark Knights that we have encountered so far, which I actually haven't fought any of them, but I've shown, pointing out the places where they are. This is probably the harder of the two just because of his sword. It's a Black Knight greatsword. So... it's heavier than the regular Black Knight sword, which is still a pretty good sword. Oddly enough, they actually have the same base damage, which I find really weird. I don't know if that's a bug or it's supposed to be that way. But yeah, that's him right there. Obviously, his sword is massive. A lot of his attacks, like that, they will definitely do a lot of damage. Some of them, he will just destroy your health. And I killed him on my first try, which was pretty awesome. It was a really sloppy fight because I haven't played this game in a while, so I really don't remember a lot of the enemies' attack patterns and what their animations are. There are some that I know very well, some of the bosses, but I'm not really I guess I'm not knowledgeable about the Black Knights, especially the ones with the great swords. But I mean, I'm not perfect at this game. I'm okay. But yeah, I do take them out. One thing you want to know is if you're using this as a walkthrough and you're trying to take these guys out, just watch my video first because you can kind of see what attacks that he does, like that one there. That won't go through your shield. That will, though. So you just kind of want to learn what attacks go through your shield like that. And I really didn't remember what they were, but I still managed to kill him on my first try, which is pretty awesome. See, gypped him out, and I somehow got away with an awesome roll. That was an awesome save. But yeah, every time that they do that, since they're using a large weapon, definitely they're stunned like that. You can go up behind them, backstab them, and you'll get a lot of damage. And it's probably how you want to take them out, especially if you're not using Drake's sword or a better weapon. I mean, the one at the beginning of the game that you first encounter when you're going to where the Taurus demon is. I kill that generally when I first go there because I have become good enough where I know the attacks and I can either block them, or I know when to block them, or I know when to dodge, and I can kill them even with not something that good. But right there we got the Black Knight greatsword, and I believe a Titanite chunk. Titanite, I don't know if I pointed this out. There's different kinds, and you use them to upgrade your weapons. Titanite chunk is the third best Titanite for that level of upgrade. It's kind of hard to explain the upgrades, and I'll probably get into that later because there's so many different Titanites and different ways you can go with upgrade and reinforcing your weapons, and it can kind of get complicated. But yeah, this part we're going back down to the bonfire. I believe I kindle it here, or I kindled this bonfire at some point. But yeah, if you noticed from the episode before, at the beginning of this one and the last episode, there is a difference in souls, because at the end I had like 13,000, but now I had less when I went to go fight. That is because I spent souls because I didn't want to die and lose those souls. But yeah, and I think I'm going to, in the next episode, I will show the difference of stats on what I spent, and there's going to be a pretty big difference, because when we killed those gargoyles, I could go up about 5 levels, so I went from 15 to 20, and I spent most of it on endurance and strength and vitality, which is mostly what we're going to be doing here. Also show that this wooden shield is there. You could pick that up if you had the master key, or if you bought the residence key, I believe, from the guy at the katana, which I do believe I showed. That's where I bought the bow. He can buy it from him, or you can kill him. He's okay to kill. He has a katana. There's like 4 katanas in the game. He has one of them. If you want it, it's okay. Katanas break easily like they do in real life. They don't have high durability. I believe it's like 100 or 200, but they break pretty easily. So you want to definitely be careful about that. But yeah, I'm just on my way to the next Black Knight. And I just wanted to say, I really haven't uploaded that often. I've just been out of it, really. I'll probably explain that in the commentary, which I have coming Friday. Yes, I will have it come Friday. It definitely will be here. I have it. I have the video recorded. I just need to make the commentary itself. It's a pretty good gameplay. It's not Call of Duty. It's a game that I play very frequently. As I said in my last update video, where I said I would be uploading this episode a week later. Not good. But yeah, just sometimes, especially with Dark Souls, because it can be a difficult game at times. It's a difficult game to record and Let's Play, which is why I kind of like doing the post commentary sometimes. But it really depends on what I feel like during the day, and I kind of want to keep most of the bosses in progression through the actual storyline live, just because it's good. But yeah, it takes a while to get. I should have probably cut this out, but I just wanted to show you guys where the locations of the enemies are. And yeah, so we're making our way here, and gonna go down the steps. Yeah, but that will definitely be coming soon, and you're definitely gonna want to see that video because I have an announcement at the end, and it's pretty cool. And yeah, it's a pretty good announcement. It's definitely gonna help me get more contact with you guys. And it's nothing like ridiculous, but it's something that definitely would help talking to you guys, my subscribers and stuff like that. And yeah, it's pretty nifty. So I'm just picking all these things up. Nothing, they don't drop anything better than what I have right now. Up in that chest up there is like lightning resin. It gives your weapon lightning on it. Some bosses are weak to lightning. I believe a boss later in the game is weak to lightning, and I think the gargoyles might also be. I think I read that somewhere, that they're also weak to lightning. So if you're having trouble with the gargoyles, you can maybe pick that up, and that might help you. But you can't use it on weapons like Drake swords, or like magical enchanted weapons, or Black Knight. Just stuff that, if the weapon can go up to plus 15, generally you can use it on it, unless you do like fire or something to it. But if it's only a weapon that's like a special weapon that can only go up to plus 5 just through regular reinforcement, then chances are you will not be able to use it. Again, that may mean something to you guys, nothing to you guys right now, but again, that later. Or maybe I'll make a separate video on it, because it's kind of a bit confusing and annoying. But yeah, I'm just getting my ass kicked from these guys. I hadn't played this game in forever. Yeah, their attacks are pretty simple though. Like, they have the ones where they run at you, but you generally want to be very cautious of when they run at you. But yeah, he took like a few hits to kill. Not too bad. Got a Tie Knight chunk. And yeah, he has a few combos. He has one where he hits you with the shield and stabs you. And then I go down here and I get the drop that's behind him. It's a blue tier stone ring, which I believe increases your defense when you have below like X amount of health. It's not something I use, but we do get a ring up here that is extremely useful. Probably one of the best rings in the game. Maybe the best ring in the game, in my opinion, or one of the best, because the effect that it gives you isn't something that's super special, but it really helps out a ton, especially if you're using really heavy armor. Right here, this is down the tower that I showed you before. This is Haval. Now, obviously, you can tell I died. One of the times he did something I didn't know he did before, and it's kind of weird. Like, he'll run at you and hit you, and it shows both my deaths. I believe this is one. I did not know he was so nimble. But when fighting Haval is an interesting enemy, because obviously he has that massive dragon's tooth. That's what it's called. If that thing touches you when you have your shield down or in rapid succession, you will die. There's no question about it. You die instantaneously. So what you really want to do is, most enemies in this game that are just like actual people, like Haval or even the Black Knights, circling around to the left of them generally works. You want to keep yourself off of the wall And when he goes to attack you, you want to backstab him. That's really just what you want to do. It's a pretty simple fight. Keep your shield up, and never roll to the side. If you're gonna roll back, roll back, because he's a goddamn ballerina acrobat and will spin in circles. And you can watch it through this game. He spins in circles like a freaking ballerina, and he's extremely nimble for how heavy his armor is. And you can his armor is really heavy because you can get later in the game. But if you're gonna roll, don't roll to the side, because chances is he will do a 360 and kill you. So just keep rolling to the side. Backstabs work really well, because hitting him regularly, he'll probably be blocking, and if you hit him and he goes and he blocks, he'll hit you with his weapon and you will just die. Simple as that. Try to keep yourself off the wall, just strafe, and the fight should be pretty easy. Now what he drops is a ring called Haval's ring. Haval. I don't know the names. I'm not good with names of anything. But yeah, you see there he blocked it and nothing happened. But you get Haval's ring. Haval, let's call him Haval. And what his ring does is, I believe, it doubles your carrying capacity, like you can carry, like your armor and your weapons on like your actual character, so the weight of which you can carry. And that's really useful, because generally, if you have the heavy roll, you can change it to the medium roll most of the time. I believe the way the rolls work is, if you have under 25% your maximum capacity, you have the fastest roll. If you have under 50%, I believe it is the second fastest roll, and or something like that. I don't know. I'm not good with numbers. Or no, under 25% you have the fastest. Under 50% you have, or above 25% you have medium, and then above 50 you have the slowest. And then if you are over encumbered, you walk extremely slowly. There is a way to get technically the fastest roll in the game, but I mean, you basically do cartwheels and stuff, but that's through a ring. So I was just talking about how your capacity goes. That ring also, I believe, bumps you up one roll. So I think you can be over encumbered, and if you put that ring on, then you're good. But I mean, once you get far enough through the game and you have Haval's ring and you upgrade your endurance, which upgrades your capacity, you can really have the best armor in the game without being over encumbered or having the slowest roll. And we played like a ballerina dance. It took forever for him to die. I just want to say thank you guys for watching this post commentary video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I tried to jump for joy. I did it. That rhymed. But I'll see you guys next time. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. See you guys next time.